So let's get started. Again, my name's Olivia. I'm a speech language pathologist, but I'm also a performer, voice actor, and singing as well. So we use those techniques that we use in theater, singing, and speech therapy to enhance our voice, especially with Parkinson's. So remember, just leave everything aside. It's you in the computer screen, but we are pretending we are in front of the proverbial audience. So thinking about this big audience behind your screen, and I'll show you an audience if you've never been on stage. And what you're trying to do is those poor people in the back, in the nosebleeds, I usually get those nosebleed seats. We want the same show for those nosebleed seats. So we are using our diaphragmatic breathing, our abdominal muscles, and our lungs to project our voice to those people way in the back. So here we go. I will do a posture check throughout this session. So if you're sitting or if you're standing, remembering your head is not forward, it's nice and back, nice and straight sternum so that our trachea is nice and straight to get all that air out. So feet flat on the ground, or you can use a little step stool. So I'll remind you throughout this to check your posture. Let's start with a warm up with our body. Our body is the vessel for our voice. So let's start just gently with just some neck rolls. We'll get started nice and easy. Just follow me as I do this. We're just loosening up your neck. We want all the power to come from our diaphragm and not from our little tiny vocal cords in our throat. So we're just going to hold our head very gently and relax the opposite shoulder for 3, 2, 1, and the other side, gently, gently relaxing this opposite shoulder, and 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Let's just do a couple of up and down. We're going to say to ourselves, yes, we can be loud. We can over exaggerate and express ourselves. Perfect. Let's do some shoulder rolls. This always feels really nice. So back shoulder rolls. We're going up to our ears, tucking in our shoulder blades and back. Again, up to our ears and tucking in our shoulder blades back. Let's do 3 more. Up, shoulder blades back, 2, shoulder blades back, and 1. Up and shoulder blades back. Oh, that just opens up our chest, gets everything ready to project our voice. This is something you can do anytime. So get your fingers or your thumb, whatever works, and we're just going to massage under our cheekbones. We're targeting that big masseter muscle. So that muscle is working all day, whether we're chewing, whether we're talking, and some people overuse it if you're someone who clenches during their sleep or even during the day. So it actually might feel a little bit crunchy when you're massaging it. Just nice and gently, but making sure you are massaging that. And this feels so nice. You can do it throughout the day. So all the way from your cheekbone to kind of where your jawline is where that muscle is. Let's go up to our temporalis muscle. Anyone who's been under any stress knows that this muscle gets very tight and it feels good to massage that muscle. Perfect. All right, let's get into our diaphragmatic breathing. This is something that we teach all the time, but can be very difficult to master. So what we're trying to do is expand our diaphragm, expand our stomach when we're breathing in. So breathing in, we're blowing up a balloon. And then as we breathe out, we're engaging our abs and we're slowly breathing out and emptying our lungs from our diaphragm. So I'll show you that again. So I like to call it 360 breathing. We're expanding our ribs, our belly, forward and backwards, side to side as we breathe in. We'll do it together. 1, 2, 3. And gently out. Great. So let's do 5 of those and we'll follow the timing of that video on the left. Are we ready? You can put your hand on your diaphragm just above your belly button to feel it expand when you breathe in and contract as you breathe out. So here we go, 5 of them. Breathing in. Pause and gently out. In. And out. Nice job. In. And out. One more. Big breath in. Pause and out. If you're having some trouble with this as we check our posture, what you can do is before getting out of bed in the morning, you can put a tissue box or a light book on your stomach and just watch your stomach as you breathe in. That tissue box is rising, your belly's filling up. And as you breathe out, everything is lowering. It's a little bit easier to do on your back. We are upright beings, and sometimes it's difficult not to breathe up here with our shoulders and our chest. Okay, this is a great, and if you don't have water, grab some water. We're going to be taking some water throughout this session. So this is a really good technique that singers and actors use to help with controlling their breath out. So all you're doing is taking that diaphragmatic breath in and then making an S sound. So it's going to sound like this, 5 S's. So diaphragmatic breath in. And as you do that, you're going to feel your diaphragm jumping. So big breath in. I'll see if you can see it with me. So big breath in and S's. Let's do it together. In. And again, in. Two more. In. One more. In. You can kind of see my ribs moving and my diaphragm moving as I do that. Now that we're warmed up, let's try just some vocal relaxation, which is the most important thing in projecting our voice, funnily enough. So we're relaxing up here and we're building muscles down here. So big yawn, really loud and very rude. Big yawn again. Let's do one more louder, over exaggerated. Nice job. We're just going to do a taste of some pitch glides. So let's do from high to low, just on a very relaxed vowel, which is an ah. So look how wide my mouth is. Ah, while I do that, you want a nice, relaxed, open mouth so that the sound that you're working so hard to project doesn't get muffled into your body. So if we go do something like this, that sound is being absorbed by our body. All the fluid and the muscles in our body is getting that sound. Our body doesn't care about sound. The person beside us or across the hall or in a restaurant, they are the ones that want to hear us. So nice open mouth, check your posture nice and straight. Let's do a diaphragmatic breath, and we're just going to go from a high to a low pitch. Follow me with whatever's comfortable for you. Diaphragmatic breath in. Again, diaphragmatic breath in. Louder and slower. Nice job. Can you do one more? Remembering your belly button wants to hit your spine as you're breathing out. Nice job. All right. So this is where we get into the acting portion of it. Okay, so keep in mind that I may not sound as loud, but just because Zoom tries to make me not as loud if I'm yelling or if I'm trying to be projecting my voice. So just remembering I may not be as loud, but you should be louder if I'm cueing you to do so. Okay, here is our lines from a famous movie. It's Star Wars. There's no question about this. And what you're going to be doing is using that emotion on the left-hand side and saying that famous line on the right-hand side, remembering that the emotion you're conveying may not actually make sense with the line that you're saying. That is what we do in acting. We say mundane sentences and make them into different emotions just to practice. So what you can do is you can copy me, and I want you to over-exaggerate your facial expressions. Nice, loud voice, diaphragmatic breath before each line. Should we get started? So you can copy me and action. Desperate. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. And repeat. Grumpy. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Repeat. Nice job. Questioning. Help me? Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope? Repeat. Next set of lines. Wistful. Oh, these aren't the droids you're looking for. Repeat. Disgusted. Oh, these aren't the droids you're looking for. Oh. Repeat. Excited. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Repeat. Joyful. She's got it where it counts, kid. Repeat. Sad. Oh, she's got it where it counts, kid. Repeat. Disciplinary. She's got it where it counts, kid. Repeat. And Scene. Nice job. All right. Posture check. How did we do? Over exaggerating everything? Okay, here we are. We are putting ourselves in a scene. So we are at a restaurant and you will be speaking with the waitress, who is me. I will be playing the waitress and you are the guest. So we will be saying different lines, and I'll show you what that looks like, back and forth. I, of course, can't hear you, so I'll give you enough time to say that line. What you're going to be thinking about during this scene, we are on a stage, you're doing your diaphragmatic breath before saying each line and projecting your voice in a busy restaurant. You know how that murmur in the background can really drown out your voice. Diaphragmatic breath, nice, intentional, loud voice to the waitress, who is me. So each line will be highlighted. You are the guest. You only need to read the bolded lines. Ready? Here we go. And action. Welcome to Get Loud Restaurant. What can I get you today? You're right. We just can't keep up with the bookings, with the star, the Michelin star. And what can I get you today? No, it was very secret. I think I ended up serving them. Would you like anything to eat? Yes, yes. We were very happy. Any food today? Well, since it was a secret when they were here, would you like a menu sampling special of everything? Awesome. And scene. How did that go? All right. Posture check before our last little bit of today's session. This is called the improv section. So what we've practiced is warm-ups. We've practiced our emotions over exaggerating. We've practiced a scene where we have lines. Now, one of the most difficult parts is improving or making up on the spot your answer. So I will be asking you some questions and you will be answering them. Again, I can't hear you, so I'll give you enough time to answer. And what you're going to be answering in is just one sentence. So just pick a sentence, diaphragmatic voice, by diaphragmatic breath, big loud voice before your sentence. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. And action. Hello. Thanks for taking the Get Loud restaurant survey. Which restaurant did you last go to and what was the occasion? I'd love to go there. What did you order or what was your usual order? Hmm, I see. If you were to go to a restaurant today, who would you go with? Why? I can see why. And lastly, what will you be doing for the rest of your day? And scene. Nice job, everybody. Round of applause. If this was your first session, I hope you enjoyed and were able to over exaggerate and project your voice as much as you could at home. Now I'm going to hand this over to Sarah as we take any questions that you may have for us.
Don't be shy. If you have any questions about the Get Loud, Stay Loud program, role play is just one of the 10 classes that we have on Get Loud, Stay Loud, which is specifically Parkinson's speech, voice, and swallowing exercises. So the reason we have so many classes is so that we really have a variety so that people can, and I'll show you the screen here. This is just a kind of sampling. There's actually more than that now. So that people can really customize and pick and choose. You're having more issues with facial expression, you're having more issues with the quiet voice, then we can guide you on which classes really are the ones that most target those particular areas of difficulty that you're having. So if you have any questions, I think I have my email up here. Just get in touch at info@getloudtherapy.com. Just reach out to us there, or you can go directly to our website, www.getloudstayloud.com. And if you click the free trial button, you'll get 30 days for free to try all of the classes, unlimited access. You can either attend live or you can do the replay classes at your convenience. All of the classes are recorded, they're then edited, and they're put back up onto the forum for anyone, all of our members to access when convenient. Because we are dealing with a global program. There's people from many different time zones, from Australia to the UK to North America. So having those replay classes is really essential in having that flexibility to do your voice and speech exercise when it's convenient for you.
Yes, question. Do you have any typical voice singing? My spouse, we've taken voice singing classes before.
Yep.
With singing warm-ups and singing.
Yes, we actually have a class.
Do you offer those similar kind of things like singing warm-ups so that you're working with sculpting your voice or training your voice to make a great noise to the universe?
Absolutely. So our class that really is music based is Beyond High C, and that is with Kirsten, our neuro music specialist. Every week he picks a fun song. There's vocal music warm-ups, and it's really fun. It's one of our most popular classes. So if you like the music based classes, then definitely Beyond High C would be one that you'd want to try out.
Okay, well, and I really liked your presentation, your ideas also with singing and doing all that. That was very creative. So that's,
yes, we're very lucky to have Olivia, because not only is she a speech pathologist, but she's also a very seasoned stage performer, singer. So she combines those two passions together. And her role play class was her idea. She created it, she ran with it, and it's really, really unique because, like I said, what is theater? It's big, it's exaggerated, it's everything big. That's what you need in Parkinson's. You need big facial expression, you need big voice, you need big articulation, projecting the voice, big gestures, everything. So it really, and I think it targets all of those things in a really fun way. So it's quite unique.
Well, thank you. Now, cultivating cognition, that's the other question I have, because it literally is in my head. So all this process with the deterioration of my motor centers and things happening in my substantia nigra and all that, in my brain, how does what kind of things do you do in the cultivating cognition? Because obviously I need to continue that as I continue to become more chronologically enhanced.
And that's a common problem with Parkinson's, is that as the disease progresses, your word retrieval, your memory, your, executive function, those general cognitive skills, they can slow. So that is very, very common, which is why we added in our cultivating cognition class, which is taught by our occupational therapist. And she targets all of those things: perception, memory, insight, judgment, all of those higher level cognitive things that underlie cognition, underlies communication. If you don't have good, sharp cognition skills, then you're really behind the 8 ball for anything else that you're trying to do, speaking, conversing, all of those things, you know, coordinating, multitasking. So yeah, so that's every Friday we have that class. And then she also leads a Mindful Monday class, which is Parkinson specific mindfulness meditation to really get everyone into that great mindset for the week, whatever barriers you're facing, because we know Parkinson's, lack of dopamine. What is dopamine? It's your get up and go neurotransmitter. That's what motivates you. So when you're already lacking in dopamine, it's hard to motivate yourself to get up and exercise, to do your speech and voice exercises that you need to do. So this is why we created this program, because you need that holistic approach and all of those supports in all of those different areas. And I think here we really look at, you have to treat the whole person. You can't just say, oh, there's a voice issue, do voice exercises. Yes, that's important. But if you don't address all of those other things, mental health, motivation, you know, all of those things, which is why being in a community of like-minded people and all of these supports, you really have the best chance of staying consistent with doing all the things you need to do to live well with Parkinson's. If you want to see what the entire program is all about, just go to getloudstayloud.com and just try it for 30 days. If you don't like it, you haven't lost anything, but you can really get a full sense of what the entire program is all about. Each of us instructors, each of us therapists have a different style and approach. You might like Olivia's class, someone else might like my class, you might combine however many you want to do, but you can do unlimited classes at your convenience.